Hello, been busy, but now I'm here, which doesn't matter. To the video. Welcome to my first tutorial about MK11 characters and a quick forward before we start. This series of videos will cover more than just combos. You will learn on what style of play character relies, how to utilize his normals, strings and specials, differences and variations, and more valuable knowledge. Almost forgot to say that I will only consider the tournament variations, since I don't know what did you put in your own, and what is most important, if you're heading for tournament level of MK11, you cannot use custom variation. In this video I will use generally accepted notations, like that you see on the screen right now. With that said, let's go to a tutorial of my personal favorite character, Kung Lao. Kung Lao is a rushdown character, usually applies pressure on the opponent all day, and if you decided to punish him with something that is not quick, he will just block it and continue to do his dirty work. Kinda breaks gameplay, since he is very fast and flashy. His mix-ups just do not exist because he doesn't have any good overheads, only one, and it's very unsafe, but you can get it if you will play unpredictable. Let's go over his strings and normals. Forward 1 is his main tool to keep pressure, 10 frames start up mid-poke, can be cancelled in any special, good recovery and safe on block. Forward 2 is a pretty decent tool to punish, 15 frames start up, safe on block. Leads to a string, forward 2-1-4, that leads to a crush and blow and big damage combos. Down 3 is 7 frame low, also good for maintaining pressure. Useful strings. Forward 1-2, you'll be using the string a lot, safe on block, decent frames, and hard knockdown on hit, good for setups. Forward 2-1-4, almost safe on block, leads to a crush and blow, if the string is a punch. Good for punching. Back 3-1 is a low, mid-low string. If done fully, it's safe on block, but it kinda has a window to punish Kung Lao, between 2 and 1, but it's really hard. Two 1-2-1-2, signature Kung Lao string that is less useful in MK11 than in MKX, but if your opponent blocks a lot in stance, you can use it for combo opportunity. It allows you to do almost 30% or 300 damage meterless. Let's go over his specials. Back forward 2, head toss, decent projectile with good setup and recovery. Down forward 1, classic spin, very unsafe on block. Launches for combos, amplify version is also unsafe, but moves Kung Lao towards an opponent and can be used to advance combos, if you already used your first spin. Down up, teleport, unsafe and can be punished easily by any crouch and poke, opens a list of options for Kung Lao. Most useful is throw. Executes by pressing 3. Button 2 executes 12 frame overhead that's safe on block. 1 executes high head slice, and button 4 executes this thing. It strikes mid and leads to a crush and blow. In air-to-air situation, it's better to use 2 rather than 1, due to hitbox differences. Crush and blows. Forward 2-1-4, if the string hits as a punish or counter hit. Most useful Kung Lao's crush and blow. Dive kick, crush and blow, if it is a second amplified dive kick in a row. Amplifies damage. Teleport, crush and blow, if an opponent was just hit by a throw and then Wu-Tang, which executes by pressing 4. Now let's go over his combos. They are the same in every variation. Meterless combos. Forward 4, spin, jumping kick, dive kick, 25%. Forward 4, spin, wait a bit for opponent to align with your punch, and the combo with forward 1-2, 22%. This will leave the opponent in hard knockdown. 2-1-2-1-2, spin, again time it, and then forward 1-2, 24%, hard knockdown. Back 3, spin, wait a bit, and then 2-1-2-1-2, 4, 20%. It is a bit tricky, but if you'll manage to get it once, you will do it constantly. 2-1-2-1-2, spin, wait for a moment, then 2-1-2-1-2, 4. It is the hardest combo, most because of 2-1 being 3 high attacks, but it gives 28% damage meterless, which is very great for MK11. Corner combos: forward 4, spin, forward 4, spin, 2-1-2-1-2. Forward 4, spin, forward 4, spin, down 3 amplified spin, jumping kick, dive kick. Crushing blow combos. The uppercut is a universal crushing blow that every character has. You need to punish high attack to trigger it. Down 2, from here you have two options. If an enemy has 2 defensive bars for breakaway, then just uppercut him again, so you won't be punished in case your opponent tries to escape, because your attacks can whiff. Otherwise, do this. Down 2, forward 2-1, spin, jumping kick, dive kick, 37%. You can replace jumping kick, dive kick with forward 1-2 for a hard knockdown. Forward 2-1-4 as a punish, dash, forward 2-1, spin, jumping kick, dive kick, 34%. Crushing blows with a meter. Down 2, forward 2-1, spin, forward 2-1, amplified spin, jumping kick, dive kick, 32%. 34 with amplified dive kick. For hard knockdown, replace jumping kick, dive kick with forward 1-2. This will lead to 30%. Forward 2-1-4, dash, forward 2-1, spin, forward 2-1, amplified spin, jumping kick, dive kick, 39%. With amplified dive kick, 31%. Hard knockdown version, 37%. Combos with the meter are the same as combos without it. You just need to insert forward 2-1 amplified spin after you did first one normal version. Here is an example of modifying the first combo. Forward 4, spin, insert, forward 2-1, amplified spin, jumping kick, dive kick, 31%, with amplified dive kick, 34%. Gimmicking combos. Based on teleport. Forward 4, spin, forward 2-1, teleport, then 3 or 2. 3 is a throw, 2 is an overhead. 20% plus 9 if throw, 20 plus 7 if overhead. This 2 can be a great start for the anti-air combo that is followed by ender, forward 2-1 spin, jumping kick, dive kick. Now we finally reached Kung Lao's variations. Lotus Fist gives Kung Lao new specials, orbiting head and its amplified version, and Omega head. If you played MKX, this variation is basically Tempest Kung Lao. It gives you a head that spins around you and acts like a shield or an offensive tool. You can cancel unsafe strings with this variation, or make teleports safer. For example, string forward 2-1 isn't safe against Sub-Zero Slide, but you can make it safe by spinning the head. Amplified version adds the second head. The best use of them is teleportation and throwing, since it makes your TP very safe, and while throw animation goes, your head cooldown wears off, and it appears on Kung Lao again. Of course, while the head is out, you can't use strings that require a head in it, like 2-1-2-1-2-4, back 3-2-1, forward 2-1-4, forward 1-3 up 2. It would be a super strong variation, but there is one big problem. Orbiting head requires 2 bars without amplification. 1 bar of defensive meter and 1 bar of offensive meter. Further amplification will deplete the same amount of bars and leave you with an empty meter. Always try to cancel strings into orbiting head to make them safer, if your strikes hit and block. Use default throws after orbiting head. If the enemy has low HP and you have full meter, I recommend you to do orbiting head and amplify it on a full screen and execute teleport overhead. Now for setups. Forward 1, down 1, forward 1, orbiting head, forward 1, down 3, forward 1, 2. Forward 1 is used to test your opponent. Pressure on Kung Lao builds on how much forward 1s can you execute till your enemy will counterattack. His second variation, Head Tricks, is used to deceive your opponent by cancelling moves into Z-Head. Z-Head move can be amplified to make it plus 19 on block. But other times you want your Z-head to be executed after forward 1-2 hard knockdown. It is impossible to punish Kung Lao after amplified Z-head. It costs only 1 bar of offensive meter. One big problem is that Z-head has a super long startup. This variation is tricky because of Kung Lao's speed that is suddenly reduced by Z-head move. If an opponent gets used to it, then do Z-head only after hard knockdown. Forward 1-2. How to play against Kung Lao? The best way to play against him is zoning. He mostly relies on close combat, that's why most of the time he will try to be as close as possible to you. Develop a reaction against his teleport and he will have no chances against you. To sum up, I would say Kung Lao's options make him a decent B+ tier, because he is very hard to punish and he has a great variety of speedy attacks and gimmicky moves, but lacks reliable overhead. And well, thanks for watching! If you do not understand frame data or other terms, even after completing super cool built-in game tutorials, you can find a lot of videos where dudes explain this stuff very well. If you want me to do a general video about Mortal Kombat 11 mechanics, write in the comment section. Also write in the comment section which character tutorial you want to see next. Thanks for watching, and peace out.